Welcome to this week's Rogers McHugh YouTube video. In this week's episode, we're on the last in our mini-series of mistakes that recruitment consultants or people that work in recruitment make, and this week it's mistake number 4. Let's go! Welcome to this week's Rogers McHugh YouTube video. This week it's the final episode or the final instalment of our mini-series Mistakes that People in Recruitment Make. This week it's mistake number 4, and this one is quite a crucial one for me, and it's around building relationships with clients and candidates, and it's not doing so or not focusing on building relationships, and that's detrimental in terms of long-term sustainability of billings. So I appreciate that not everybody's going to want to put themselves out there. Not everybody's going to be overly confident in terms of meeting with clients. I mean, look, I'm recording a YouTube video. I'm not overly confident about putting this out there, if I'm honest, but I do it because I see value in doing it. Where recruitment's concerned, yes, you can send emails out to clients. Yes, you can send mail shots out to clients, but that's not going to gain you long-term opportunities with clients. What you need to be doing is you need to be building relationships with them. You need to be getting to know them on a personal level. You need to get them to like you and want to work with you on an ongoing basis. Because if you've constantly got to secure new opportunities and new business in order to keep your desk moving forward, that's a really difficult place to be. The best recruiters that we come across when we're interviewing candidates are those that are personable, those that like to build relationships with clients. And it's not surprising that in those scenarios, clients want to continue to work with them in an ongoing basis, whether that be temp recruiters that they keep getting opportunities with the same clients, whether that be perm recruiters, and every time there's an opportunity, the clients will get back in touch with them. If you're struggling for placements, there's no better feeling than one of your existing clients or clients that you've placed with previously giving you a call, reaching out to you and giving you an opportunity. But moreover than that, when you're working in recruitment, assessing placements or companies that are serious and placeable roles is obviously vitally important. You don't want to be working roles with clients that aren't really interested in taking somebody on and they're just sort of seeing what's out in the market. And obviously there's tactics and ways around trying to flush those out and make sure that you're not wasting your time. But if you're in contingent recruitment, you only get paid when you deliver a candidate and when the candidate starts. So it's important that the roles that you work in are real roles and there's an opportunity to fill them. Surely there's no more commitment from a client than if you've worked with them previously. They're not going to waste your time. You know, if you've been out to see them a few times, if you've taken them for lunch, if you've had a drink with them, if you've got a really good relationship with them, they're not going to waste your time. So those relationships, and when they give you the roles, they're the type of roles that you want to be jumping all over and making sure that you're filling, because you know that there's a placement at the end of it. So if you do sit at your desk all day every day and all you do is email clients and if a job comes in you email them for a job spec and you don't speak to them to get the job spec and then you send them a CV on the email and then you arrange the interview on the email, even if the candidate then gets placed, you've not met the candidate, you've not met the client, that relationship's very cold. And yes, you've delivered for them, and there is an outside chance they'll come back to you and work with you again because you've delivered for them. But if there's an agency out there knocking on the door or a consultant out there knocking on the door and building relationships with them, then all that's going to happen is the next time they get an opportunity, that's not going to come to you. It's going to go to the client, to the agency or to the consultant they've got a warm relationship with, that they like, that they get on with, that they know that there's going to be conversations back and forth throughout the process, they're going to be kept up to date, that the client has already been through the job spec, may have met them in the office so they know what the environment's like that the candidate's going into, and it just makes the whole process so much easier. So don't spend your time sat behind a desk working on emails. If you are a little bit more introverted and you don't necessarily like the thought of going out meeting clients, is there somebody within the business that will come with you? We do that all the time at Rogers McHugh. We'll buddy up on meetings and we'll go out in twos if needs be, especially in some instances people don't drive and it's logistically not possible for them to get to meetings. But making sure that you're pushing yourself out your comfort zone. You can't just stay in your comfort zone if you want to be successful. Like I say, these YouTube videos are very much me pushing myself out of my comfort zone. if you're introverted and you don't like going meeting clients, got to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You've got to do it, because in the long run, that's really going to help you hone those relationships, build rapport, build relationships, and get the repeat business off them. So that's it. Mistake number 4, the final one, is not building relationships with your client. Hope you've enjoyed these mini-series. Obviously, the episodes have been significantly shorter. I've enjoyed doing them. I've enjoyed putting them together. If you've got any comments, please leave them in the comments. But subscribe to the channel. The YouTube algorithms love subscribers, and we're trying to reach a wider audience at the minute. We're trying to get the videos out to the masses. So please subscribe to the channel, tick the notifications bell, and you'll be notified every time a new video drops. And we'll see you next week with the next Rogers & McHugh YouTube video. See you then.